Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mirror African Diaspora TV, MAD, or MAD, live on Facebook. You are highly welcome to today's edition of an exclusive interview with Mr. Isaac and two Nigerian singers that are based in Europe. So today is about cultural stuff, is about arts and works, is about tradition, if you will, is about entertainment. So our main guest for today's discussion is Ambassador Isaac Izoya, actor, producer, and showbiz guru. He is the founder of the Izoya Golden Entertainment EV, the best African festival. We are going to discuss what he does, why he is the best African festival, and why he won this award, and what makes him exceptionally good in his work, why he should be seen as an ambassador, as he's called, as he's known to be. These are the discussions we're going to have today. And as you know, we always have our special contributors, Mazindo. He is here today in our Zoom conference. And we have Mazi Ezeruom, and we have Mazi Smile Amuzie. These are our commentators and contributors in the discussion today. So, like I've said, Mr. Isaac Izoya, Ambassador Isaac Izoya, you are highly welcome to the program.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Okay.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And then always to to share with everybody here. I know fans and followers and viewers, everybody, once again, and I thank you all.
You're welcome. Mazindo, you are highly welcome. How do you do?
Thank you very much. I greet all of you, viewers and co-commentators. I don't know if I am coming out clear. I am actually not in my base, you know. I was somewhere when I look at the time to notice that actually I'm almost late. So that was why I had to hook up from my location right now. But all is good. Thank you all. Thank you all, gentlemen.
Welcome. And the Honorable Nollywood producer, Mazi. Mazi has a room. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm here. I want to use this opportunity to thank everybody for being here. And it's a pleasure that I'm here. And I also want to say a very big shout out to my fellow commentators and Mr. Isaac that is here also. And we can't wait to get started, All
right. So our second guest is there. Mazi, the Wonder. Let's welcome Wonder. Hello, Wonder. Can you hear me? Of course. Let's hear your voice. Can you hear me, Wonder? Mr. Ambassador, the ambassador is our special guest today, and I want to start with you, sir. Isaac, you are the festival director of Nollywood Film Festival Germany, and the short form is NFFG. And you just last night in Frankfurt, you won the Best African Festival of Germany. Can you tell us more about the Best African Festival? That is what it does involve, sir.
Thank you for this opportunity, and Greetings to viewers out there. My name is Isaac Izoya, Ambassador. I'm the founder of Izoya Golden Entertainment and also the creator of Nollywood Film Festival and Nollywood Golden Award. And Nollywood Film Festival, luckily, we just won the best African festival in Germany, and which was put together by Afro News and Hotel Telecom Giant in Germany. It's about promoting the African festival. Generally, it's about promoting African festival, African culture in this part of the world. And this we are actually doing at the platform of Nollywood. You know, Nollywood is Africa. Africa is Nollywood. Meaning we are telling the story without waiting for BBC and other Western medias to tell our story. And what we are actually doing is promote integration and not migration. We use the opportunity to bring both Germans, Europeans, and Africans together in the same hall, in the same cinema, or when we are doing an event, getting everybody together in the same hall, sitting side by side to see the display of African art and culture. During this award, I would call it contest, because it was voted on online by fans of Nollywood. And so it was actually blow open, test your popularity. And so let us know. The question was the best African festival in Germany. And different organizations came up. One in Stuttgart, one in Tübingen, I think, and plus our organization that runs African Film Festival. And so fans voted for us. I'm happy to say the total score, we have 52%, and while the nearest person was 30-something%. So that actually proved that what we're doing has been appreciated by people in the diaspora and at large. Now we have a lot of followers. So, and that actually qualifies us winning that award, which we are very pleased, and energize us to always do more in the promotion of African art and culture through Nollywood. That is exactly what we represent. What the African Film Festival represent.
All right. Thank you very much. And I would like to show a clip of this festival for us to understand the exact thing you do.
Correct, say that again.
My name is Isaac Izoya. That was the award. I'm the first person that started Nollywood film.
So this is the award.
That was the award night.
All right. So, and this is taking place in Frankfurt, right?
Right. It took place in Frankfurt.
This took place in Frankfurt.
Yeah. Put together by Afro News and Hotel.
And Hotel.
Yeah.
Because of the festival.
They're the organizer of the festival, Hotel Mobile.
Nollywood Film Festival and Nollywood Heroes Golden Award. Most of you must have attended. The last one we organized before Corona struck was when we brought two-faced to that. Before then, Christianity and also for that. Namaji named them all. I've received a lot of awards, but this is very special. What makes it special? We are hanging on top of water. Around, I say, God damn it. And when they say, come right here, I say, what? I pick on my best friend because I said enough. And he took me to the other side. I said, great. When I asked him, I have to cross the bridge. I said, yeah. what do you expect from Afro News?
All right.
Thank you. I dedicate this award to Nollywood industry as a whole for telling African story.
All right.
Because we've been able to take job from BBC. I used
Sure.
to come to Africa to show some rugged area.
Now, it's been a very interesting show. What we saw there, what was depicted. Let me ask you, sir. This is, you know, as the film is more or less just like a cultural asset, and every other cultural asset. Film is one of them that depict the environment in which we live in. Perhaps sometimes people say it should be it should have a function like a mirror of the society. This is a discussion we had last time. And just like other works of art, film tries to depict or address the social problem of a given society in which it's shot. My problem would be, you've been in Germany, you've been living in Germany for many years now, right? For 15 years. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
More.
More than 15 years. Okay. So, and so your films are also shot in Germany and
Nigeria.
And in Nigeria. What are the times of your films, and what do you and who do you work with in this country? Can you just tell us? I know you've shot films like Sinners and what do they call this? They are like Home and
Home and Abroad.
Home and Abroad, Love in Berlin, Run, You Can't Hide, Zero Your Mind, just mention but few. You know, so you've worked with a whole lot of producers in Nigeria, and also German producers. I think that is ARD, if I'm mistaken. ARD, is that ARD that you worked with? That sometimes I mean, you had a collaboration with German production company.
That was Sat Ein.
Exactly, Sat
Ein.
So, and you work with several good artists, actors and actresses in Nigeria, such as people like Odua, Emasun, Aki and Popo, Jim Ike, Ngozi Eze-Onu, Mercy Johnson, Benedict Johnson, Patient Ozokwa, and Mr. Ibu, Victor Oswago, Julius Agu, Basket Mouth, Shady Baba, Two-Face, Kiss Daniel, Ramsey Noah, Timaya, Charles Inoje, and a whole lot of them. So essentially, you are actually a guru, as you are nicknamed. And then my question in this context, like I've just hinted, is this: what would you say that is your favorite topic when you depict, when you produce in Germany? You know,
it is simple. I want to portray African culture, African lifestyle in a good way, because the European will not do that for us. The idea actually came far back those days, when there used to be a lot of write-up, negative write-up about Nigeria, especially. I remember BZ newspaper in Berlin those days. You will see a full headline, Nigeria Connection. Then try to read down. Maybe they caught one Nigerian person with just little coke or drugs and something like that. But it will be a big news. You can find this with Germans and all that. It will not be a big news. And I remember we have so many Nigerians, several Nigerians, Africans, that are top engineer in this country. We have many PhD masters. anything you can think of in different departments in this country that are doing well. Many have companies here and there. They don't report about them. But anything negativity would be well publicized. That was where the idea of movie came in. And sometime, I remember there was a guy that wanted to marry in Nigeria. The mother refused because the mother have watched a documentary on BBC, portrayed African in a bad light. Anyway, sometimes you will see some pictures of your village, of your town, video clips from Lagos. And you will be wondering, is this Lagos? They won't show you Banana Island. They won't show you VI. But they're going to show you like Amukoko and all that. But you will be wondering.
Who is there?
So this is where the idea came in. It's okay. We have to tell the story.
Sir,
Yeah.
I wanted you to emphasize on the word of preposition they. Can you just shed light on that they you use?
So what I mean I mean the Western media.
All right. Okay.
I mean the Western media.
Okay. Now
So you will never see the Western media that will go to Nigeria those days, for example, that will show you picture of VI, Banana Island or Abuja. They are not interested because those are as beautiful city, beautiful pictures like the Europe as a country or cities in Europe. That is not what is interested to them. They are looking for truck pusher, Amukoko, all those deep areas in Nigeria. You as a Nigerian don't even have idea that such places exist. Then when they said, okay, picture doesn't lie, or rather video doesn't lie, let's use video to counter these people. They don't believe sometimes that we even have airports in Africa. So that was what gave birth to Nollywood. Why I choose Nollywood as a medium to portray Africa in a good light in this part of the world. So, and I also balance it to tell the good story of my host country, Germany, because, you know, in Nigeria, for example, or even when you go to UK, you tell them you live in Germany. The Nigerians in UK will just give you space. Eh? How are you coping? Because they still have those mentalities of during the days of Adolf Hitler and all that. Or like 30 years ago when Germany, you know, when we talk of racism, I remember those days when people will be going to DDR, eastern part of Germany, you have to go with arm yourself to protect yourself. So we decide now to produce movie to balance the story, take good side of Europe, of Germany, and also take good side of Nigeria. We now show the video. We leave you to judge if Africa is actually living on top of tree. Do they have a port there? Do they have the street like the street you have in Europe? Do they have the machine? When I mean machine, the latest machine cars you have in Europe. Do we have it in Africa? You see it. This is why we when we are shooting, we have location here in Germany, and we also have locations in Africa. So we leave you to judge. And our storylines too. These are stories you also have to learn from. For example, I remember I was editing one of my movie in studio in Surulere. The editor stopped the movie. He was looking at me and said, "Excuse sir, do you mean this thing really exists in Europe?" I say, "Yes." "Do you mean you actually suffer before you get money in Europe?" I say, "Yes." He said, "Because we believe once you enter Europe, you plug money on the tree." That is just what we're made to understand. But most of them don't know when you come here, you work for your money. They don't know how you suffer to pay your bill. They don't know all these things. You see many people resign from good job, bank, coming here. Even if there is no visa, they don't care. They are ready to risk their life across the sea to get into Europe because they believe once you get here, you are made. But when they get here, they find out that is the beginning of beginnings. So we try to lecture people before you then decide to leave Africa, to risk your life. You have to have a clear picture that all that glitters is not gold. And this is what what we are telling with our movie.
All right. Thank you very much. In other words, you guys try to, in your film, you want to remove the prejudice and then make people understand that this is certain stories they hear about Nigeria is based on prejudice. They should perhaps go there and then see that there are also good places and not dilapidated areas like Amukoko, as you mentioned, or your own word.
Correct.
On the other side, you also try to remove the illusion that money grows on tree in Europe, which is a common mindset that most Nigerians have, and that is essentially what moved a lot of people to come to Europe, and they got disappointed or disillusioned when they get to Europe to discover that all that glitters are not gold. Correct?
You're right.
So, however, by so doing, don't we run the risk of trying to somehow give people also the intention or the impression that, for example, when we try to, put down some good ideas about Nigeria, is there no risk in at least showing the good places, whereas there is actually a bad place that people should see?
This exists everywhere.
All right.
I remember when I went on holiday in Sardinia in Italy. When I got there, what I saw, I couldn't believe myself I was in Europe. Dilapidated building that I was forced to bring out my camera and video and say, this is Europe. I remember those days in Antwerp. I remember when I brought Agoda, Shedi Baba on Europe tour. We did our first show in Germany. Then we left Germany to Antwerp. When we were driving in the city of Antwerp, Agoda just screamed, "Oga, you didn't tell me we are coming to Ajegule for show. I thought we were in Europe." Why? Because of their road system, Gallop, which Agoda didn't fit in Germany. But when we got to Antwerp, we were driving, you know how their road used to be before the Europeans stepped in and all that, everything now looks so good. So what I'm trying to say, you will never see those kind of dilapidated building, back street and all that in European movie. Watch Hollywood movie. What do you see? Heaven on earth. But you actually go to city of New York to start with, which look like paradise when you're watching movie. You see beggar on the streets. You see how many people living in one room as if they're in Nigeria. But you will never see those things in movie. So we try to tell people nothing but the real true story. If you want to live, for example, to come here, maybe you are a big dude in Nigeria, and you want to leave. When you get there, you are made, you plug money here and there. Let them see, if you come here and seek political asylum, refugee, this is the small room where you're going to share with maybe 4 persons.
All right.
With this small bed. So you show them, give them the real picture, which European movie will not show you. Okay. So it will discourage you to leave your well-paid job in Nigeria to risk coming here to start from nowhere. And if you come in, you will know, okay, if you go in, you made up your mind, this is what you're going to pass through. And these are the things we actually show. If BBC is showing all those Amukoko and all that in Nigeria, which they have here, they will not show. It is our duty to also show our Banana Island and Abuja.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Selective depiction of areas to give people the impression that there are also good things, not just bad things.
We don't live on top of tree. We also
Right.
have airports.
That's fine. Yeah, your film, sir, does also depict that treats cultural and social problem. And
Yeah.
I want us to look at this film, The Sinners in the House. Let's look at it briefly before we move on to the other guests that are here today as well. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry.
Correct, say that again.
That's it. That's not it. Oh, no. No. Okay, I think I'm missing this film already. But we will go on. No problem, I will get it. Let's get to our second guest, Wonder Wonder. Wonder Wonder, you are a musician, and between film and music, there is a strong relationship, and that's why we want to have you here today to discuss the issue of cultural portrayal or cultural exploitation from a different point of view, not just from the point of view of film. And we want you to tell us the type of music you do and why. Speak for yourself. Can you hear me? Wonder, Wonder. Okay, you should unmute.
Oh, sorry, I was.
All right. So, I just asked him to unmute.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. So go on.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right. My name is Chukwuemeka Manonso Obiora. My music name is Kingsley CC Obiora. Then the music name, the popular music that people knew me with is Wonder Wonder. Thank you very much. Just like you said, I know that the music is hearing, then while movie is visual. Both of them work hand in hand. Then in terms of music, I would say that, for instance, I will put it this way, in movie, we also use music to do movie. And as well, during music shooting, we also act it as a movie.
Yeah, so what's your music? What's your music?
Okay, I sing Afro praise, kind of gospel Afro. That is what I sing.
Yes. So can you explain to us what gospel Afro means for those viewers who don't really know what you are talking about? I know what you mean.
All right.
There are some people out there that really want to know what you are saying, what you mean when you say Afro stuff.
Okay. Afro is African music, just as simple as that. Is African beat, African music style, the way Africans do their beats. That is Afro beat. Then gospel is in the way you sing to glorify the Most High.
Yes. Do you have a special instrument that makes Afro beat what it is? Do you know any instrument? Do you have? Can you think of any? Like you would say, these are the instruments you get. When you hear them, you know it is about Afrobeat.
Yeah, when you want to make Afrobeat, you can use normal normal Western instrument to make what we mean by Afrobeat is the sound that you produce, the kind of sound, the percussion you produce, the sound. Yes, because there is a way. Everybody has a particular way their music, the line of their music falls in. For instance, when you listen to Indian music, they also use normal guitar, drums, and so on and so forth to sing. But when they are making their beat, if you hear it, you will know that this is Indian music. The same thing goes to Chinese and so on and so forth. So come back to Africa, we can also use it, but we have African instrument as well. We have it, African instrument.
Okay.
There's something like gongs, something like.
Let's play your music. Let's play your music. Okay. Beautiful. Thank you. Hey. That's great.
That is me. You got me.
That is brilliant. That is wonderful.
You got me there. You got me right there.
That's beautiful.
Great too.
Okay. All right. So we are talking about Afrobeat percussion and trumpet, just on the line of Fela Kuti, who is the founder of Afrobeat, if you will. And you are mixing it up with gospel, you know. And in Afrobeat, one of the characteristics of Afrobeat is also the pidgin English, that that's the broken English, as they're called, that has essentially creolized, if you will. So those are the things that characteristics or features of the Afrobeats. I don't want to go deep in discussing the tunes and the whatsoever that makes up the music, because we are here not to educate. We are here to bring issues that make up a cultural discussion tonight. I mean, the issue of education is part of it, but it's not essentially to position ourselves as though we know better than any other person out there. So, okay. Now, we have just had your music. Would you say that Afrobeat has it? I mean, how does it touch your life today as a Nigerian?
Please, can you repeat your question again? I didn't get you within some minutes. Some seconds, I mean.
Afrobeat. I mean, you could have gone for you are from the Igbo speaking part of the country, right? You are an Igbo man.
Yes, I am Igbo. I'm born Igbo, exactly.
So you could have played some other Igbo music, but you I mean, you go for the Afrobeat. Is there any reason for that?
Okay, yeah, there are reasons, because I had a brother say something about the Western world trying to demoralize the mind of people towards Africa. You know, we love our place, we love Africa so much, and we will do everything to uplift it and to undo that very evil mindset that people have built towards us. You understand? So that is all we are doing.
Image.
Sorry?
The negative image.
The negative image. Thank you very much. Thank you. Look at what we do in Africa. Anything that is good, whatever we found worthy, we hold tight to it. In terms of music, myself, I'm using myself as an example because I don't know about other musicians. There are people that go for money, definitely. But whatever I see that is worthy, I hold tight to it. Some people say that Fela Kuti is not well, I say a Christian, or he's not Jewish or whatever, that he's a traditionalist. And I said to them that all of us, we are coming from a place. So I wouldn't have judged him wrongly, since he has something tangible. He is the person that brought out this very percussion that we are using now. Very, very, that is unique, very unique. Something that people have not done before. I hold tight to it. Though I sing the songs that is being played in churches and synagogues, but I hold tight to that very beat, because he made something very unique outside that of Western. Outside Western. Western is good, but we must project that our own to show them that we also have a unique thing to present to people. Now, as I'm talking to you, this Afrobeat we are talking about is now dominating the music market, the music world. Afrobeat is now coming up in high rate as I'm talking to you, because people are trying to do that very thing that we have started initially, that they say that it's nothing. But we have taken it up, we have brought it up, we took it up, and people are seeing some whites are playing that very beat. Some people will call us in the studio and ask us to produce the beat and send to them so that they will do the voicing, because they know that they may not do it perfectly well the way we can do it. So they love it now, and it's now going on higher rate as I'm talking to you. So whatever we see that will bring about good image to Africa, we do.
Well done. So you produce beats too?
Yes.
What's your best instrument, if I may ask?
I'm a keyboardist. Okay. That is a piano keyboardist.
Okay. So just like our guest, Isaac, you are also involved in trying to put a good image around your country, around your continent. So you both of you have something similar. I mean, something to share together. I would want to switch to you, Isaac, once again. In your film, I think the film I wanted to show, I have the impression that it discusses the issue of family setting in Nigeria. That's what I wanted to do. And it has more or less to do with the hierarchy of a man in the family. That was a scene where a daughter was a daughter rebelled against his father's decision, saying that she's not against her father's decision, saying that she's not going to allow it, that her father tells her what to do, the type of clothes to wear, and every other thing. Do you remember that very scene?
Sinners in the house, yes.
Yes, it's striking because it discusses this issue of patriarchy of our society, the issue of patriarchy. I'm trying to say the issue of the man being everything in the house, having to say, having the the right to say what happens and when it happens, and no one can actually, counter his word. Is that what you were trying to discuss in that scene, sir?
No.
Okay.
We're trying to correct that impression that when you are too rigid to your children, you will lost it. Professor Konedo, which is late Justice Isiri, may he so rest in peace, was so strict. Want to monitor everything that has to do with the daughter. Going to school, coming from school, going to toilet, who you call on phone, and all that. Those days have actually changed. We're supposed to change with time. And you saw actually what happened. He protected them to the extent the driver have to drop them. They have to sign register before they leave their compound and sign register before they come in, just to monitor the time and all that. But what happened? They all ends up getting pregnant to the driver and the gate man. So that's simply the story we're trying to portray there. It's good to discipline the kids, but you must not go so extreme like the military. You will lost it.
All right. Mazi Amuzien.
Yes.
You are in this house today, in this conference today. The music we played today, the music of Wonder Wonder. If you were given the opportunity to be a director, do you think that music has to be, transformed in any form, or would you say that the music is good enough to be on the chart?
Yes, of course, because now we are talking about the music.
Yes, I just wanted to make it brief because there is another question I want to ask to that.
Yes, it is. Okay, let me just get straight to the point. Yes, because in the beat, as you are listening, you can already hear also hear a lot of African instrument, symbolic African instrument, and then also based on the language, the way the language, I'm not talking about the message now,
yes.
The way the language was portrayed, all goes, rhymes and flows together and really represent African culture.
So the music is good enough to be on the chart. That's what I'm saying. Yes. So then why is it not there? Why is this, the music is not making wave?
That is where we come back. That is.
So explain to us why. What is the problem? That's what we want to know.
That is exactly what I'm saying. You know, if you go to Nigeria now, this is a very, very huge problem that we're facing. We're facing in Nigeria in particular. You know, the industry really need a revolution. It really needs to be put right, because there is a lot of good things out there, a lot of sound, a lot of musicians, talented ones that are representing, are showcasing, are really representing the Africans, are representing that really need to be there. But the opportunity, based on the reason and the system that is running in that place for now, it makes it to some people it's very, very difficult, because now it's all about for you to project, for you now to come up. You have to now pay a lot of things. It costs a lot of, it takes a lot now, which have to come with a lot of personal, more hardly personal sacrifice. So it's no longer about this is what is good, this thing is great, and this thing is representing our culture, and the masses need to hear it. And we can come together and say that now let's create a platform whereby it will be easy, first of all, to have a platform whereby anyone that have the talent can now be able to have an easy access. For example, let me put it in a very short whip. Look at in Germany.
Yeah, make it briefly.
Yes, if you talk about Landsugden Superstar in Germany, DSDS, it's just a platform whereby everybody can come. So far as you have the talent, you have the platform. So that is what we don't, that is also what we don't have. A platform that is made available for everybody to just come and then showcase your talent and then share your good talent with the rest of the world. And that is what we really need to work on.
Thank you very much. So now, Mazi Ezerom, you are the honorable producer, film producers. You see, you have a good relationship with Isaac. And I wanted to ask Isaac if it is correct for one to be singing the glorious song in another man's land. But I said, let me save him that pain and ask you the question. What do you think? Because in every movement, there is always a push or pull factor from the economic point of view. We all that are in this country, I think that's some of his film treated it as well. We have a reason for leaving our country. We cannot say that it is best or it's better for us. Otherwise, we wouldn't have left. No matter who you are, if you have come here to study, or if you left through the sea or whatsoever, there is always something that makes you to leave. And finding yourself as a film producer in Germany, I mean, you start a kind of production that I mean, perhaps you will still find people to finance it, you will go to places and they will ask you to bring this and that, and then if you meet up with the expectation, you will get this the financial support, and then your film will start will be marketed. So, but Mazi Ezerom, what type of problem do we have over there in Nigeria that make film producers, that give them headache?
Well, from my point of view, from experience, film industry right now in Nigeria seems to be better than it were before, because before there were no platform for us to take advantage of. Like now you can shoot your film, you don't even need to use the so-called stars and all of this stuff. There is a platform now, the social media is a very valuable tool to use to express yourself. And this, you know, it has been used by a lot of young stars. That's why you can see people like Brother Shaggy, somebody that is not a Nollywood actor, all of a sudden is now famous. All because the YouTube is available, there is no sentiment, there is no permission from anybody to be on the YouTube, on that platform. Also, we have the Instagram right now and the Facebook. So we have a lot of social media that has supported artistic work. So I think at this point, it has nothing, it has no limitation. All you need to do is make sure you do the, first of all, you need to understand who are your audience. If you understand your audience properly, then you can target them. You cannot say, okay, fine, I want to do Afro music. Fine, it's Afro music, you understand Afro music, how to, you know, create your percussions and do stuff. You need to understand that it has a lot of other collective factors that makes you a very good musician, that makes you an artist that will sell, that will excel in the industry.
And welcome. Go on, sorry.
You have to do everything it takes. One, good production is very important. Mixing and mastering, because what I heard, though I cannot judge Mr. Wonder's music. From
no, we are talking about the film.
The platforms, yes. All of these factors that I'm trying to put together, they are what amounts to the success of an artist. After you make sure your work is good enough, there is need for promotion. And we underrate that. Most of these upcoming artists, they just believe, okay, fine, my work is going to sell itself. Forgetting that even as Coca-Cola is there, they are still doing publicity up to this point. So as an artist, after doing your music and all of this stuff, you must look for a platform to be able to showcase it and sell it out to the world to see. Now it is easier. You must make sure you put your Facebook platform in artistic form. You cannot say you're an artist and your Facebook platform is just being like the ordinary name, ordinary person. No, you must sell every part of you on your Instagram, on your YouTube. Everything is going to be in line to be able to sell your works. People can just look at your work because of your branding, your graphics and all that. So it's not just having the talent. It's not all about knowing music or doing all stuff. You still need to understand the business perspective of your work. So this is what I think most artists in Nigeria, the big names, they have already understood, they know it, and this is what they do. They do their music, they do it with the people. When you create a song with big names like Don Jazzy, for instance, he has already a platform already. So even if he's carrying a young artist that has no name, automatically it's going to grace the artist because one, people already believe in his brand. So he's going to just do good work and just place it there and it becomes talk of the town. So what we need to understand as young artists that is not famous yet, there is a lot of work that needs to be done in pushing yourself to your audience. Is very important.
So,
and I think that is the only thing I have to say now.
So marketing is the issue, right? That's what they're saying.
Yes, it's part of it. It's part of it.
Okay, my brother, I would like to come in a little bit.
Wait, don't come in. You will come in. I will let you know when you have to come in. I want to ask Isaac a question. Isaac, you as a professional in this issue, how is it the artists, producers from Nigeria? You work with them. Is it okay? I mean, do you have problem with the marketing aspect of your film in Germany, or is it something that you actually do without problem because you are in a Western country and because you are known, or do you still have to go through the issue of marketing and whatsoever?
Just like what Izzy said, we thank God for this modern days technology, social media and all that. When you remember those good old days, after your production, definitely you're not going to find marketers in Germany that are going to market your movie. One, it's not subtitled in German. So it's not translated either to German language. Secondly, yeah, our standard of shooting may not measure up with German standard, like using those high equipment, sound, light, and all that. But still good enough when you compare to Nollywood generally. Many you'll be like a musician too. You'll be forced to sell your market your movie back home in Nigeria. That is where Nollywood's headquarters is. That is where the real action is. And you have to go through it tomorrow. That used to be real hurdle because those marketers know fully well that you depend on them. They dictate the piece. That is why those days you see marketer will just come out and tell you we sanction this at all. We don't want to see this at all. Despite that, you remember those days sanction Ramsey Noah and Make Ike and host of that. Despite how good they were then, once they sanction them, you producer will not like to use them because after shooting, where are you going to market your movie? And so that used to be hurdles. But these days, those things are a little bit restricted. Why? Because you don't depend on Idumota anymore. You are no more on VHS or era.
What do you depend on, sir?
You depend on digital marketing these days. You now have televisions, DXTV. You now have Netflix. Amazon Prime is entering Nigeria. Then you have YouTube there, which is meant for everybody. You can create your platform, smash it there, and you get your money and all that. So those days doesn't exist. So when you now have a good production, maybe with your living in Europe as urge, you have a good production. You now know a place where you can go to and get your money. So the system have actually changed thanks to all this social media stuff and all that. And you now also have means to do your promotion, your adverts, your web. So because you also have Instagram, you have YouTube, you have Twitter, you have everywhere to create awareness. Like those days when I'll be organizing event show, big show for that matter, the only way that I have to do my promotion was to print posters and flyer. You post it around, you have to find out the Afro shops across Germany, have their addresses. You post it to them, I call them to help you paste it or you post it around, just for African communities to see that you have events somewhere.
Exactly.
But these days, you don't need Afro shops. You just design your poster. Sometimes you don't even gum poster anywhere. Just put it on Facebook. Maybe you boost it with some few money, and Facebook help you push it to every African your interest. You push it to their home, and you will be there posting it, recycling it, and all that into different forums. And you create awareness, you promote your distance without leaving your room. Thousands will get the information. So things have actually changed. Glory be to God. Right. And so some of those challenges we have in marketing those days actually has reduced a little bit. Okay,
thank you. Wonder, can you hear me? You wanted to say something regarding the statement of Ezeruom.
Yes, I wanted to say something there. He made a good point, but there's something there because in Nigeria that we are talking about, all of us know the system of Nigeria that music industry or movie industry, just like our brother here is saying, you will see that there are so many talents, but number one is that is the country helping the talent to grow? That is number one. There are people that will force themselves into the studio. We are into the system. I am into the system. I know how many people have groomed. I know how many people have brought up. Now you will see talents, but these individuals have nothing to push this very talent, but they have stops in them. Just like we talked about posting in our YouTubes, posting in our Facebook, making use of social media, very good, very okay. But do you know that you grow your YouTube? Do you know that you grow that Facebook? Do you know you work on them? Sometimes you use money to push it for it to get to the appropriate channel that you want them to reach. Now, that individual, is that person financially buoyant to do all of those? Because you still need money to push it in that social media. And even in the social, sometimes it takes you months, sometimes it takes you years for it to come up. Because nobody would like to go to a social media platform where you see only 6 persons there. They will just say that this one is not serious. Maybe there are many good quality products inside that very place. They will just jettison everything and go for the ones that are popular. So what I'm talking about, if in the country, that the country is stable, just like the way other countries have built their countries, they have a functional industry that whenever you do something, at least 1, 2, 3 producers, 4, 5, 6 producers will see it. But we have individuals that have built themselves. That is only the only thing they have in Nigeria. The individuals that build themselves by themselves. Nobody helped them. So they are the people that will say, if I want to help you, I help. If I don't want, I won't. I know the days of my little beginning when I was coming up. when I did the first track, I think around 2011, that track, I took it to the market, the place you mentioned, Alaba International. Right, we went there. The person there said, I will register this one, register this one, register this one, pay for this one, pay for. I did all of those. With you know how you struggle to get that money you paid there. After paying it, they take the whole CD then, you know, in CD form, dump it in their shop there. Anytime you come, you see it there. Honestly, go there, you just your CD back. You see the system now? That is what people are facing. You understand it? So that is the problem. So if there is a functional system that helps the upcoming artists, it will be made easier. Now, when somebody is not pushing them, we will say that that person is lazy. But as the situation is now, people are struggling to come out. I am telling you the honest truth.
Yes, everyone. What do we do to make? What would you suggest as a solution to the poor sponsorship in the system? What would be a suggestion? What do you think? How is it to be amended?
Yeah, for me, I will give some percentage of blames to the government. Fine, but at the same time, we need to understand that in every industry in the world, there are obstacles. Look at this little girl that was selling stuff for her mom. You know, that was hawking. Someone saw this girl, and finally, Tunde Ednot picked up the store because she got talent, and that was where she is right now. She's now a star. We have a lot of them. Even in America, what he's saying is still there also. Justin Bieber was helped by his mom. His mom realized that this, my son, is very talented. He plays guitar. What could the mom do? Some mom would just say, okay, let's go and look for a studio. Let's go and do this. Let's go and do that. The normal conventional procedure. No, the mom didn't do that. The mom was in the comfort of her home, just like where we are. Okay, little boy, show me what you can do. And the mom started recording Justin Bieber and put it on YouTube. That was where he started. And now Justin Bieber is one of the biggest numerous Grammy Award winner.
Okay.
What I'm saying in essence is this. You don't look at what the government will do for you when it comes to this, your talent. Play your own part. Look at me that I'm here as a film producer, as a studio owner, as a record label owner. Rome Studio was in Nigeria. How did I start? I started from nothing as well.
Okay.
I opened a studio. After working for some time, I put up a studio. It got to a point, I realized, okay, my studio, nobody knows it. What do? I started promoting it on my own with friends, looking for good producers to come and produce in my studio, and they started doing it. All of a sudden, my first outing, I saw a man came to meet me. Can you do an advert for me? I said yes, because I know how to edit, I know how to shoot, that's my job. Then all of a sudden, he gave me the job to do. Can you believe it that this job was Good Luck Jonathan's advert by Niger Delta Democratic Forum? Then I did Good Luck Jonathan's adverts. Yes, it's on the YouTube there. I have the small format on the YouTube.
Yeah, we have one of your songs here, but we can't play it today because of time. One of your films, the Feminista, that's a wonderful film. I think that's a film everybody should watch, Feminista. We are going to play it by next opportunity. If you have opportunity, next time we're going to play it and show it to
right. What I'm trying to say in essence is this. There may be no platform. Even if there is a platform, it may not favor you. Because what you're talking about, if you look at Don Jazzy, the history of Don Jazzy was in UK. If there were a platform, he would have stayed in UK and continued his music. But he came to Nigeria and started Mohit. Naira Marley was in UK.
What about Tiwa?
Tiwa Savage was in US. Then she left US to come back to Nigeria where you think there is no platform and built herself. So what I'm trying to say in essence is this. I'm not trying to say, yes, we have obstacles like it is everywhere. Even here, we have more obstacles. But the point is this. You need to understand that Nigeria, if you have talent, there are platforms. The people are ready to also accept you.
All right.
You can start with just with
Okay.
the phone.
All right. Okay. I wanted to show one of the videos which Isaac brought to us. Is he is also a promoter, which I've said earlier, and this involves those who have just made it, like you guys mentioned, and those someone whose mother actually helped to become who he is today, and he's maybe, if you will, just a legend in the Nigerian music. So maybe Mazi Anguze, if I finish showing this video now, you can tell us what you wanted to say. I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay, not a problem.
All right. Oh no, no. Okay, yeah, there's it. Uh-oh.
Fast forward, go forward.
No, but everybody knows a prick they rise and fall. Some rise
Isaac, I think we have the right to play this music here.
Yeah.
It's stronger.
So it's your production. So you tell Facebook that we have the right.
You see my logo there.
Sorry?
You have seen my logo there.
Exactly.
So if you want to fuck, make you use condom, because you don't fuck past my brother. Hey! Oh my guys, serious advice. So when I take on serious, but you know, see, with a jump since. We'll take on slow, we'll take on easy. So on behalf of all the Christmen, on behalf of all the gentlemen, on behalf of all the rugged men,
this was really this is
on behalf of
Two-Face in Frankfurt, right?
We dedicate this one to all the ladies.
This Nollywood Film Festival, Nollywood Europe Golden Award. This after party.
This one of your awards, right?
After the award. This was 2019 before the COVID-19 struck.
I love you, love you, I love you, I love you. Hey, I love you, I love you.
So Two-Face actually did not have it easy, but the mom was there for him, right? According to what I've read.
There is no easy way to success. And this is why history and food entertainment, for example, our motto is the show must go on. Something less to that reason why we use that motto, the show must go on. I remember in our humble beginning, when I shot my first movie, That Sinners in the House, you wanted to show.
Yeah.
When we saw the Eurobeat, I met an African, a Nigerian, that owns a very big Afro shop those days. But we're coming here to shoot. We're going to portray your signboard, your Afro shops to the wall. But also try to assist or give us any little thing you feel like to also support the ministry, which is normal.
worry yourself, my brother.
What happened? He said, okay, come tomorrow. Before I go home, my astro machine was fit up. What happened? He was calling people, telling people, why does he want to go to Nigeria? He don't have money. He's coming to beg me money. I was shocked. So well, that is it. But at the end of the day, we check out that film. The scene we wanted to shoot in his Afro shop, we shot in his Sunny Center, the most beautiful place in Berlin. And we shot in the restaurants where Hollywood stars, Sony as a company, where they normally use in shooting their movie in Berlin. Their own restaurants. They gave it to us free and serve us food free, gave us everything free. You understand? So what am I trying to say? We don't depend. If you depend on human being, they will disappoint you at the die minute. And based on that experience, this is why we always say the show must go on. With or without you, the show must go on. Coming back to Two-Face, we only know the success story of Two-Face. But what he has gone through, nobody cares to know about that. All stars we are saying, if you know their humble beginning, you will wonder. But those who refuse to give up always get to the promised land. So the issue is that never give up. Be consistent. Resilience is very important. If you give up, that is the end. So continue, because you never, like this interview, you never know who is going to hear this interview and say, hey, that guy, let me hook up. What can we work together? You never know where he's going to travel to. So don't give up. And if you're not consistent, if you know, nobody will come there to do it for you. This is like I told you before. If we don't tell our story, don't expect BBC to tell the story for you. They will really give you a negative report. Since Nollywood came out, all good sports in Nigeria. Have you ever? Did you see BBC documentary again about Nigeria since Nollywood came out? No, we've taken that job from them because we are telling the story.
Well said, Isaac. Well said. Now, Smile.
Yes,
please go ahead.
Yes, I love the discussion that is going on. And then first of all, I want to thank Mr. Isaac once again, because you know, there is a way that
Ambassador
Isaac. Yes, there is a way that it works. We have met somewhere, but but fortunately now we have got ourselves. We have come to know ourselves, because I know that definitely when during the time Sinners in the House was shot, there was also a Nigerian, OZ by name, in Dortmund. Then was also I was also working with OZ. You know, there was a film that was also. So you know, so this is that is what I'm talking about. So that is the reason why I was saying that it's all about the platform. You see, those days were those, like what he said now. Just constantly keep doing what you are doing. There is time for everything, and there is appointed time for everything to excel. Now, what we need now is I want to say two things. So now, what we need now is, there is a question that you ask: how do we gonna do to make sure that we get them? Some other people have the privilege for promotion. Now, many of us have passed through a lot of things, because I didn't even want to go through what I passed through also when I travel, when I go home, trying to bring out my music there and also my product, my works there. I don't want to talk about that. But now that we have this platform, I think that Mad TV, I think that you have to also do more. Let this place also become, give the entertainers also more chance and more support. Let's create now a platform, an interview, whereby now this can also be the stage that those that can promote can come to this place and say, okay, if there is any artists, that if any talented people found, we can come together and help to promote and also be a helping hand. And then also, if there are also people who also would like also to get a support, then this will be also be in a place both in investment, in the investment part of it, if there is anybody who wants to invest. So we must have a place, a central place whereby we all have to be coming together and make sure that then through that place we can come together and put our resources together, put our connection together, put our ideas together, and be able to use it to be a show that whereby we can lift each and every one of us up more. That is what I wanted to contribute there.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mazi Ezeruom, you there? Your last word. We are going close to the we are coming to the end of the show. Mazi Ezeruom, please, your last word for this discussion.
Eurony is not there.
Okay. Wonder, unmute yourself.
Yeah, the main thing is Mr. Wonder and Mr. Smile and Mr. Robinson and Ambassador-Isaac. I really want to say thank you for all of us being here, and I encourage us to continue what we're doing, because there's serious need for us to be consistent in what we do. It's very important. It's very important. Never give up, like Mr. Isaac said before, that we should persist and we should continue. One day, and also like what Mr. Bright said, Mr. Smile said, that we should also use this as a platform also, because it's a media platform. The media also need to play more important role in helping the younger and talking more about some young talent and encourage them also in different form. It's not only writing about politics. It's not only sometimes waiting for big news. The media also can also play their own
entertainment.
Supporting young talent is very important. It's very important. He's a producer. We never knew about him before. So, and it's not going to be a bad idea if we read about him on the platform once in a while, or we have a platform where we can read other young talents and support them. I think it's a good idea.
You can be rest assured that you're going to be coming very often.
At this point, I can hustle, make a hustle. Ambassador Isaac, I'm still hustling,
Okay.
In case it...
All right.
So the platform is, I'm still hustling.
All right. Okay, thank you. To you, Wonder. Your last word.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I think my colleagues here, all of you, you're wonderful. Thank you so much. We are making waves, just like I wouldn't deviate from what you people are saying. There is nothing like consistency. With consistency, you can break the backbone of the camel or whatever you can make it in life. So at this junction, I want to thank you very much, you that hosted us. Yeah, you did a very wonderful one. There is something, because looking at what is happening in the music industry, so many people.
I was not interviewed, though. I was not interviewed.
We didn't see you.
I have been here. I've been here. I thought you had seen me.
No.
Hey. Now, wow.
Show it.
Sure, I've been here.
Please put your camera now. Your camera, nobody is seeing you.
Yes.
I hear your voice now. I didn't see your camera.
Where is your camera, please?
What's your camera?
Can you see me now?
Oh my God. I wanted to say that I apologize. You are not there today. I wanted to apologize to the viewer that you are not there.
Can anybody see me now?
Okay.
Okay. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to extend the discussion to 15 minutes more for your sake. Anybody who wants to go can leave. For example, Mr. Isaac, if you have much to do, we will give you opportunity to say your last word and then you leave. Otherwise, if you want to stay, you can stay and we continue.
Yeah, thank you. I have to appreciate you guys for.
Do you want to say your last word? Do you want to leave?
Yeah, because I also have other meeting.
All right. So let me ask you the last question.
Okay.
I have a question to ask, and I wanted to know if, because you have collaborated with German film industry such as Sat.1, as you said, to produce film, but you also have worked with Nollywood makers. What do you appreciate about Nollywood film producers, and what would you take from German producers, sir?
It's like use what you have to get what you don't have. African, we have the story. No one can take that away from us. Unlimited story to tell. And the Germans have the technical know-how. For example, I remember when we were the production I did with Sat.1 wasn't just a whole full production. They assisted us by giving us camera, crew, sound, and lights, and those are the engine of production. So I remember that was Love in Berlin, to be specific. When we were shooting, the sound engineer said, cut. Then the director cut. That was Lancelot Dwyer Masson. He turned to the engineer and said, what you said we should cut? He said, flight is coming. We were there waiting. We looked through the window and all that. No sound, no flight, nothing. Then after a few minutes, few seconds, then we heard a sound of flight from a far distance. After some minutes, he said, we can start. Then we were just wondering, because on a normal good day in Lagos, you won't cut because it would disturb production. But for them, before they get there, they got the signal and cut. These are techniques we don't have. And when you watch our movie, you see the sound differences compared to when you work with German or Western world productions and all that. But African director, for example, can translate. African director, for example, can give you the real African definition of translating the script into Africa's setup, which the German cannot do. The German will follow it to the letter, like computer, like robot. But the flexibility and the translation to get the African taste, the African director will give it to you. So working with them is a plus or rather win-win. And which of course I am looking forward to, looking for the possibility of working with a great German producer that can actually provide me the equipment I need. And of course, to come out with a beautiful production. So that's exactly the differences I found in working with German producers or working with German, filmmakers, and also working with African filmmakers.
Okay, thank you very much for that information.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, the Germans they have the technical know-how, and the Nollywood producers, we have
this story.
The story. Well, let's see. This issue of story, the issue of story is more or less about narrative techniques.
Yeah.
And it is something unique to every culture.
Yeah.
The way Germans tell their story goes back to the theater narrative structure. You know, the theater is the ground, the center or the basic of film. Theater is a tradition, not culture, but tradition in German or in the Western.
That is the truth. The fact is that, for example, you don't expect Chinese. You don't expect Chinese to tell German story, for example.
Exactly.
So this is exactly what I told you. African director will give you the translation in African style, while the German will give you the technical know-how. For example, I have two of my movie in Homebound University, Africa Study Department, which they use as part of African study. I also remember in Austria, they wrote me and requested for some of my movie to study African art and culture. So which German story will not tell you? But this is our culture. And this is our story. And people are studying African as a subject, as a course. And having this, like we have the children born in diaspora, African children born here that have not been to Africa once and all that. And they follow Nollywood and they know exactly what it's all about in Africa, simply because of Nollywood. Okay. Iroko was being interviewed in CNN last week. He told them where his hotspot of marketing African movie, Nollywood movie, is the Caribbean, South Americans and all that. That is, it's not, it didn't say Nigeria, it didn't say Africa, but those places, that is where they always click where he's making his money. So you see, African story or Nollywood have actually helped so much cut apart across border. Remember, America, they are superpower today because of two things: weapons, military, and entertainment. If you go to China, you see this singing like America, South Korea, North Korea. But those are the two things: entertainment and military power make them superpower. Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the contribution.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate permission to leave.
Yes, you can leave now, sir.
Thanks.
We thank you very much for coming and hope to see you once again. Right?
I appreciate it.
I hope we will get connected. Yes.
So, Onyebuchi, we want to touch issues concerning Onyebuchi, but we can't still get you. I don't know why.
Your camera.
Her camera, not mine.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying now. Her camera. Okay.
Okay. And I can't even find her.
Please, from the devices I'm using.
Excuse me, I don't know why.
You can't see me back.
Ah. Okay.
So it's from you now.
Wait. It was muted. Yeah. I don't know. Why did he do that? Now it's okay.
I think now.
Now, oh my God. My engineer did it. We can see you. Hello? She's frozen. Please mute your audio. Wonder, could you please mute your audio? All right. Onyebuchi, can you hear me? Eurony? No.
But I didn't hear from Papa George again.
That was too much people today.
Okay.
It's I mean, something, why is it that way that each time she enters, there is actually, can you hear me now? It wasn't from me. It wasn't from the engineer either. I think there is.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello, can I leave?
You can.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for coming.
Bye-bye.
All right. Have a good
We hear from us.
Yeah, we will.
So, where is the irony? Oh, God.
I will go now. I don't participate.
Now we can see you. Now we can see you.
We can hear you.
The meeting don't end now. There's no need. I greet all of you now. Welcome. Wanna try? Let me.
But we can
go
hear
now.
you now. We can see you.
Stay first, because we extended the time because of you. Let's stop for 2 or 3 minutes before you go. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So, we know that you are also a singer, and you are not just a singer, you're also a writer. You write poems, you rap. Okay? Let me show our viewers what you can do, first of all, okay?
This is Eurony. Another hit track is going on. You understand? Hey. Another hit track. This time around. You understand? This is Muraska. Yes, we are working it live.
Good.
Oh God.
This is Eurony production. The rap way we are coming. Just wait for it. Yeah. Oh. We got to revive it.
Okay. All right. That was nice. Okay.
That is what we to miss tonight. No.
Unfortunately, we cannot continue. It's almost too long. So
Of course.
We're going to have you for another day. I'm very sorry for the technical problem we have, so that we couldn't, interview you and have a discussion with you. But
Okay, no, Allah.
you are going to be there for another day. Okay. The place.
Okay, no problem. Okay.
Yeah, it's reserved for you. All right.
All right, no problem.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And thank you very much, Wonder. Thank you very much, Smile and Uzie. Thank you guys for coming. And yeah, we'll talk next time. Please, viewers, go to our Facebook and subscribe. Follow us on our Facebook. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to our Miro African Diaspora MAD, M-A-D, Miro African Diaspora TV on YouTube. Thank you very much and have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Thank you.